Hey y'all, welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well out there. I hope everybody is manifesting and, just living your best life. I've been having, some really strange experiences lately. Just the slightest thought that I give anything, it has been manifesting. I don't know if that is something that has been happening with all of you out there, but be very mindful of the things that you're thinking about and what kind of energy that you're giving off right now because things are manifesting in lightning speed. So you want to watch what you say, you want to watch what you do, you want to watch even who you talk to, okay? So I'm doing a little gothic thing today, little Victorian era type of look going on. I thought it was fitting for the topic of today. So I was like, okay, I'm getting into the mood of everything. I know I'm very festive. Um, and that's the kind of people we are. We're very festive people. We're always celebrating, having a good time. So that's just who I am. But the topic today is very, very important to me. And the reason why it is because I want to get on a lot of topics that will literally help people who are just getting into or more so discovering their spiritual self. Okay. Because you've always been spiritual. It's just that many of us, we were on different paths. So some of us are just now learning how to do spiritual work for ourselves, and we need those beginner type of lessons that will help. And then those of us that are, already doing the work and we're out here, sometimes we need to be reminded of certain things. I need to be reminded of certain things sometimes. And so sometimes I'll watch videos myself of stuff that I already know, just to kind of like, just to hear it at that moment, because that's what I need to hear. Okay, so the topic today is about energy vampires, okay? And this is a topic that is really dear to my heart because I see a lot of people suffering in the spiritual community because we have a lot of energy vampires around us. Many of us are surrounded by energies, and most of these energy vampires are people in your family. They're people in your family, they're people you're in relationships with. These are people that are close to you, your childhood friends. So, what ends up happening a lot of times is that we begin to evolve, okay? Many of us do. We evolve spiritually, but your friends, your relationships, your family members, they do not evolve with you. So, what ends up happening a lot of times is that you're way up here spiritually, okay? And then this individual is way down here spiritually, okay? And no matter how often or how much you try to get this person to, like, maybe, show them a few things, they never get it, because it's like your allegorical Bible say, many are called but few are chosen. Okay, so everybody is not meant, to be on a high spiritual level. Okay, so you're going to have to learn, okay, if you want to survive in this, if you want to become a very, very powerful witch or powerful priestess or whatever you want to be, if you want to, you have to learn how to take losses. Anytime you want to gain in life, you have to learn how to let things go. Maybe it's even an apartment, maybe it's a house, maybe it's a boyfriend, maybe it's family members. You have to learn how to have thick enough skin to drop some people off at the wayside. Okay, because that's where they belong. I know this may sound heartless to some people, but if you know me, I'm not a light worker. So I tend to just tell things like it is. If you want somebody to like feel sorry for you, I'm just not that kind of person. We're going to get down to the whole meat of it. You see what I'm saying? We're going to get down to the nitty gritty, as they call it, or whatever. We're going to get down to that because, some people are just meant to be at a lower level. And you're not going to be able to raise them up with you. And if you continue to let this person be a part of your life, they're going to end up draining you for your blood, your life force, like an actual vampire. That's why it's called energy vampires. Okay, so let's talk about what is a vampire. Okay, so a lot of us have friends, we have people, good Lord, that will always call you when things are falling apart in their lives. They like to use you for a garbage dump. They like to call you up on the phone when they got problems, and you're there telling them what to do, how to get rid of the situation, how to fix it. And that's fine, okay, because we're supposed to help our friends. But when you call them and when you need them, which is probably hardly ever, Because if you're in a spiritual work and you're doing this, you don't really need other people to help you with your situations because you know how to cleanse yourself. You know how to help yourself. So because you know how to do this, it's hardly ever you need people to help pick you up. But when you do, and you call this person up looking for either they're not available or you let them know what's going on with you and they say, oh, that's messed up. I know that's messed up. I mean, I don't need you to tell me that. What I need for you to do is give me some of that same good advice that I was giving you. But this person don't have it in them to help you in any way. Many of these people, not only do they drain you for your spiritual advice, I'm trying to tell you something, you guys. You have to get something out of relationships yourself. I'm sorry. It can't be one-sided. It can't be one-sided. Whether it's a love relationship or no matter what it is, you need to be getting something back and it needs to be equal or even more. That's just how I feel. Like some of your friends, it's okay. They might not be as spiritual as you, but maybe that person is good to take your mind off of things. Like, come on, sis, let's go shopping, let's hang out. Girl, forget him. That type of stuff. Some people are really good for that. They bring a positive energy. I mean, we got to learn how to surround ourselves anyway around people that are on our level. If you are the smartest person, the most educated in your group of friends or family, you need new friends and family members. Maybe you need to adopt a family. I don't know. Maybe you need to make that circle a little bit smaller. But if you are the smartest person, you got the most creativity, you're the wisest, you got all the advice. You need to surround yourself with a new bunch of friends because I'm telling you, you're going to run into so many family members that won't dare practice anything you practice, but they definitely going to ask you for some spiritual work while they go to church on Sundays and give all their money to the pastor. They're not going to hand you anything. I mean, it's just a known fact. They're going to have very little to give you back in return. Okay. And that to me is not healthy. That's why some of you light workers, I mean, if you want to sacrifice yourself for the greater good, then go right ahead. Sacrifice yourself. But if that's the take you're going to have on life, don't complain about it. Don't complain about it. If you're going to be that person that feel like you can save the world or you want to go around doing spirit work for people who could care less about you, go ahead, but just shut up. Don't say nothing. Let it go on because you took that role. You want to be like Jesus. I'm not like Jesus. I'm not that kind of a person. That's why I have a spiritual supply store so that you can buy your own spiritual supplies and do your own work for your own self as you should. As you should. I mean, when you start off, maybe you need help from people, but eventually you need to learn how to help yourself. Okay, because that's what it's all about, helping yourself so you won't be an energy vampire. Okay, so that's why I say it's nothing wrong with charging for work. Now, if you have friends that are just as good to you, they're there for you, they always giving you good advice as well, and you have spiritual gifts you want to share with, it's nothing wrong with not charging them. But if you got people that are just calling you up when they just got, you need to charge them. And the reason why I say that is because you're draining your energy when you do spirit work for people and you need something in return. Okay. And money is currency. Okay. And that is another form of energy. Make people pay. If you start charging people, I bet you they won't call you too often. I bet you they'll think twice before they be like, hey girl, I need a love spell. Okay. Well, that'll be, $40. They might not even call you back. You know what I'm saying? So we got to learn how to keep energy vampires away. It's not their fault. It's your fault. Understand that. If you allow people to use you and take advantage of you, it is your fault. You are allowing it. You are an enabler. Okay? That's the problem there. And I'm going to tell you where it's going to lead you. Think about an actual vampire. If they continue to suck blood from you, draw blood from you, if they continue to suck, what will happen to you? You will die. You will die. And those are those people, they be at your funeral talking about she was such a nice person. She'd give you the clothes off her back. I don't understand why the Lord would take her so young. That's why you're dead, because you giving people the clothes off your back. Okay? You're always giving to others, and that's why you're no longer here. because you allow people to drain you without you getting anything back in return. Okay. Life is already hectic enough than to keep hearing people problems over and over again. And some of these people are so silly, they're not going to change. They like being in that state. So leave them there. If it hurts, oh well, let it hurt. You'll get over it. You see what I'm saying? Some of you need to get more in tune with the darker aspects of yourself. I am. I don't just wear this, I am this. You see what I'm saying? You won't call me up just dumping stuff on me. Because see me, I am a problem solver, not a person that sit up and want to hear your problems. I'm a person that is going to give you advice for you to help yourself. And if I don't see you helping yourself, you will not get a happy call from me. I won't answer your call no more. I don't have time to waste on people who just, who don't want to take good advice. Don't call me then. I don't like watching people get abused and misused. So I don't hang around people like that. I don't hang around weak people. Why do you want a weak squad and you're the only strong one? My squad, everybody in my squad will knock your teeth out. Say how you want. I don't care. I don't hang around no chumps and punks. I just don't do it. Y'all out there, you already know. My sis that I hang out with, all of my sisters, my goddesses, and my witches, shit, we WWA, witches with attitude, okay? Shit, that's how we getting down. I don't want no weakness around me. What can I do with that? We all strong. We all strong, and everybody get a little weak, but that's not where you should stay. If somebody want to dwell in weakness, you got to leave them there, because you're not going to get anywhere like that but dead. But dead. If that's where you want to end up, dead, drained, sick. When I say dead, it could be spiritual dead, and it ends up being a physical death. Most people have had heart attacks, strokes, and all kind of stuff. Okay, mostly from dealing with other people problems. That's why my blood pressure stay down, because I'm not one to care. It's nice people who die early in life. I hate to say it. It be your old evil grandma, talking crap to everybody, still alive at 94, drinking and all, smoking weed and all, and she gives no, okay? That's just how it is. That's why I don't hang around with a bunch of light workers. Do you really want to hang out with me? I don't think so, baby. We have a different type of breed. You see what I'm saying? I come from people, victory. That's what we care for, victory, triumphant. I don't like anybody sitting around dwelling in depression and stuff like that. That's a spirit, and it's contagious. You understand what I'm saying? It's contagious. I don't have time for that. I'm too busy trying to succeed in life. And that's the attitude you have to have if you want to succeed in life. Okay? It's pretty much everybody for themselves. You cannot sit around expecting people to help you up out of your situations, and you should not do that for others all the time. You should not be the go-to. Now, if you are in a love relationship, which this is the worst, especially women, we give in love to everybody. Okay. That's what we do all the time. We always trying to build somebody up. We always trying to save somebody. We always trying to dust off a clown and put a crown on them and call them a king. That is that bull. And that's the reason why most of us, you start looking bad. I have seen many beautiful sisters, okay, that have left relationships and started aging backwards. They start looking young. And even with men, you in a relationship with a woman that's just an energy vampire. It happens to men too. Okay. So I'm not going to say there's all kind of, and you're going to end up the victim every time. Okay. Is that the place you want to be, the victim? Especially if you're doing spiritual work and you call yourself a spiritual person and you're allowing people to manipulate you. So if you are in a relationship, and I'm going to say this a lot of times, especially sisters, you could be way more spiritual than your spouse. Okay. That happens. Okay. Maybe you are the person that's more of the spiritual one. But as women, we have to learn that this energy has to balance out. This person needs to then be a good provider. He needs to be a person that takes the load of finances off of you. There has to be something that this man truly has that, even though you're more spiritual, you have more of the spiritual answers. Okay. But this person needs to be bringing maybe romance, love, all those type of things that you crave, so that in areas where you are not fulfilled, this person got you. He's a good protector. He's a good provider. So it evens out. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times if you sit around waiting for somebody, You might be on a very high spiritual level, and that's true for me. You might not find anybody that know as much as you or even willing to learn. But if this person is of some type of religion or they disagree with what you do, you don't want that type of energy around you either. You see what I'm saying? I will never, ever, 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 ever. I was married and I let go of my ex-husband because I started changing spiritually and I went my own way. I will never, never, never keep myself down spiritually to maintain a relationship. My spirituality means too much to me for me to. So if this person can't accept me the way that I am and what I do without talking crap about it, then they cannot be around. And that's the attitude that you should have. You have to learn to respect another person and their beliefs. Then y'all have to learn to agree to disagree. I will not be around or have around me a overly or a religious person. I just don't deal with that. Nobody, or I don't like those kind of people. You know what I mean? That's overly religious. I don't like that. That really goes against my spirit. I don't want to hear about your Sunday service. It does not mean nothing to me. I don't care. So why be around people who you don't have an interest in? So excuse me, y'all. I need a little water. I should have put my water here, and I bet you I will next time. But but anyway, so what ends up happening sometimes when you let go of these energy vampires? Okay, so look at actual vampires. This is very similar to the actual vampire. Okay, now the actual vampire, one way that they die, and everybody know, is when they don't feed. Hello, when they don't feed anymore. You have to stop letting them feed. That's the only way and the best way to truly get rid of an energy vampire. And believe me, you're doing the world a favor because this person is been draining many people, many people. So you have to take your energy back from these particular people. You cannot give them what it is that they want. You cannot give them your energy. And I'm going to tell you something, people. Sometimes when you step back and you step away from people, you're going to see that you were the thing that was carrying them on your back the whole damn time. I have seen it. You're going to watch their lives spiral out of control. And you know what? That's not your problem. That's not your problem. That's not your problem at all. If their life goes swirling down, that's nobody's issue but their own. If these are grown adults, they ain't your children that you birthed, and even if they're grown and they're your children, that is their problem. If they don't want to change, it is up to each individual to change for themselves. They have to find their own path. That is why I do not push my path off on anybody. If you don't like what I teach, how I look, and what I do not watch these videos. It's not to me about just reaching a whole lot of people, but like-minded individuals. I'm like Christ. I didn't come for all y'all. I came for the chosen few of the great mother that are here to be their own divine God, to rule as God themselves, not giving all their power to another source, not even an energy vampire, not even another person. I don't care. Let them go. Many people who you stop, you know, draining you may even die. It's a sad reality, but that's not your fault. It's either you or them. It's a dog eat dog world out here, I tell you. So if you can't, handle your problems, don't think for a moment, I'm going to end up in the hospital worried about you. Because you have to, at all times, protect your subconscious mind. That's why I'm very reluctant now to do work for people. Because I have done work for people and I have ended up having dreams, fighting off spirits and stuff for them in my goddamn sleep, okay? And I don't like that. I'm carrying people's loads with me. I'm just that kind of a person. So I am very reluctant to actually do work for people because it goes beyond just the spell or whatever I did for you, the energy work. It goes beyond that. I'm taking your issues with me. And it's very hard for me to not do that. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. Some of you, you're going to run into people who you're really connected to. You might have some kind of ancestry connection to them. And so you're really going to pick up on their energy. They may seem like a stranger, but they're not. So be very reluctant on who you deal with because you're going to have to get your energy directly from source. If you are a spiritual worker or a witch or anything like that, and you're born with gifts, that's how you replenish yourself. You're going to see that there is very little another individual can do for you. You're going to see that, and you're going to have to learn that. That's the only way you're going to excel. You know what I mean? You're going to have to stop being so naive, so willing to help. Keep your energy to yourself, because you never know what big unexpected event may occur, and it may require a bunch of your energy, and you are already drained. Why? Because you keep helping other people all the time who you can't go to for nothing. So this is the modern age of information. You can meet people from all over the world today. There is no excuse for you to surround yourself with people. Some of you are not in tune with yourself, so you feel like you always got to have people around. I can't stand when people do that. Like, it don't matter who it is, as long as they some type of friend to you or being friendly, you feel like you have to have people around. Learn to be to yourself. That's the only way you're going to know thyself. That is the most important thing you can do anyway, is to know thyself and to stay away from others. Most of your planning, when I built Crystal Creek Botanicals, I did it by staying to myself, not talking to other people. Energy vampires don't know no other way but to put a damper on your parade. Whatever it is you're trying to do, they're going to find some kind of way to say something. Just deal with yourself. If you fail, it's going to be because of whatever decision you made, not because you had other people influencing you all the time. Know which role you want to play. Either you're going to be a spiritual leader or you're going to be a follower, one or the other. Either you're going to allow people to take advantage of you, or you're going to live your best spiritual life, and those who got common sense will see you and catch on. That's it, and that's all. You think I'm about to go on corners and stuff and start asking people to, hell no. It's not what I'm going to do, because I don't care if you don't like what I'm doing. I don't care if you don't receive this. I had to find my way, my own way. Nobody could pull me out of nothing. You can never convince nobody to believe your way, okay? Stop talking to people so much. That's what these videos is for. If you want to stop dealing with your family, hand them a Yansa Mahala video. Be like, oh, okay, you want to know how to cleanse your house? Look, I'm going to slide this video, child, in your inbox, okay? Watch that and have a good day. Give them two of these and go on about your business. That's what information is for. I'm doing videos here. Maybe you need to send the energy vampires in your life this video of energy vampires. Maybe they don't know or aware of it, but they need to know. And I can't blame them. They out here trying to live their best life. Can you blame somebody for trying to get things their way all the time and give very little? Energy vampires are smart. They know how to survive off of doing very little for anybody else. Take a hint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I said it's your fault, because you're giving life to them. If we drain them, they won't be around no more. If we let go, you cannot be afraid to watch people fail. They're going to watch you fail and could care less. So like I said, we're in the age of information. You guys, we can reach out to other people. We can, talk to other people that are of a like mind, that are similar in belief to us. That way you're getting something out of the relationship. It's like and it runs smoothly that way. It runs way more smoothly when we help each other out, when the energy is flowing back and forth. We can share information and things like that. That's how you build a strong and steady foundation. Don't look at the number of friends you have, look at the quality of the people who you have around you. And I'm telling you, for the direction that the world is about to take, we need to reserve all the energy we can as spiritual workers. We really, truly do. If you have gifts, you need to preserve yourself. You are more important than these mere mortals walking around here. You are way more important. And just know that, okay? They're your gifts. Anything that the Great Mother has given you, it is your gift. And it is yours to do what you want to do with it. If you don't feel like helping nobody, you don't have to. If you want to charge people, it is yours. The universe entrusted you with these gifts, and they are yours to use as you feel like using. You're not obligated to do anything for anybody. And even if you don't have spiritual gifts, that's period. That's period. I don't care if it's whatever it is, whatever your talent is, whatever your ability is, you are not obligated. You see what I'm saying? You're not obligated. Get in tune with your inner dark self. Look in the mirror and go, my pretty, until it sinks in, until you finally get it. Buy you some of this and just walk around like, until you finally understand that serious look. I don't know what you got to do, but get in tune with it. It's nothing wrong with, if you are a person, you're upbeat, but stop being so friendly all the time. I mean, it's just not going to work. Not in this world. This is not a very friendly place. Earth is full of all possibilities. And we can't expect people to treat us just as good as we treat them. You can't expect it. That's your fault if you're out here, being sweet as pie and nobody else is being. And I hate to hear people complaining all the time. We don't want to hear that. So this is just my little quick video on energy vampires, you guys. Share this with people who are energy vampires, or just share this with people who like, give them a hint. You know what I'm saying? Give them a hint. Oh well, put it out there. And also share this with people who who don't have a backbone, who are constantly walking around, you know, those people, you know who they are, you light workers, y'all know I be fighting with the light workers. I love y'all, but that love and light stuff, this is not the time for that. Love and light yourself, yourself. Love and enlighten everybody else. That's not going to work, okay, for this generation all the time. You're going to have some kind of balance the light, balance the dark. Okay, so love yourselves, you guys. When your energy is feeling very low, go take those spiritual baths. We have spiritual bath tea on the website. Cleanse your home. Don't allow people in your home that carry bad energy. Keep them out of your house. Burn that sage and them smudges. I did a video on that. Burn them smudges. I'm telling you, they will run a person off. Put your altar out there. I mean, start chanting. I don't know, but that's a good way to run people out of your house. You see what I'm saying? Do it all the time. Make sure you're always putting back. Get you some herbs and start taking your herbs, because you want to eat good and get you plenty of sleep, because all this work and stuff that we're doing, just the atmosphere alone, we're constantly under spiritual attack. So we have to anoint ourselves. Anoint your head. I do mine all the time. At nighttime, I anoint my head before I go to bed. Sometimes I have teas and stuff. I put oils on me before I go outside. I spray myself with rose water to keep my vibrations up. I do all of these things because I know that we are constantly under attack. And the more spiritual you are, the more attacks will come to you. Why? Because your eye is open. And when your eye is open, you see more. And what I am talking about, this one right here, you will see more. You will feel more. Okay? So you come first. You have to understand, you cannot give from a cup that is empty. You can't pour, like they say, however, from a cup that's empty. Y'all get it. You can't do that. So always replenish yourself spiritually. Get you some stones, crystal, whatever it is that you know that you do or gravitate to. Okay. Listen to good, healing sounds. They call it isochronic tones. Get you some of that. Some of us, what we hear. So you got to protect your aura at all times. That is the most important thing. Okay. Okay. So you guys, don't forget to like, share, and if you have not subscribed, hit the notification bell, you guys, because that's how you get notifications when I release a new video or something like that, so we can stay connected. I'm about to start doing some tarot card readings. I'm gonna do them for the month of January, but I'm gonna do them by element. So I'm gonna do all air signs, all earth signs, fire signs, and water signs. Okay, is that everybody? Yeah, earth, fire, all that. Okay, the reason why I'm gonna do it like that is because right now I'm not getting enough views and things for me to do each and every horoscope. So you guys, if y'all want each and every horoscope, you know what I mean? We got to get them views up and comments, them positive vibes going, and then I can start doing that. But for now, I think a very good place to start will be by element. I think I like that anyway. So we're going to do that. And then what else? What else do I got planned? So far, that's it. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to be making videos at least 2-3 times a week. So you guys support Crystal Creek Botanicals, support your indigenous companies. We need to support each other. Okay. Let me know if there's any type of business, if you sell wholesale or any of that. let me know. I love to connect with my people, and I love you guys, especially if you love me. I'm reciprocating that right back to you. Okay. So I'll see you guys next time and take care. Okay. Bye bye.